Hey, this is Justin Dunn. Welcome to JTV. This is God Talk. Today I want to talk to you about Joseph. You know, Joseph, he lived in Israel. His father was Jacob. And, Jacob's father was Isaac. Isaac's father was Abraham. Jacob, when Joseph was 12, his father Jacob got on a 12-colored coat. They lived in Mesopotamia. And Jacob was very proud of his son. I mean, hey, the kid was very bright, and he had dreams and visions. And so he told Joseph to go see his 11 brothers in Shechem. Well, Joseph went there, and he showed his brothers his coat. It was a 12-colored, beautiful coat. He was very proud of it. His dad got it for him. And he told his brothers about two dreams he had. He said the first dream was about, him ruling over his brothers, lording over them. And then the second dream was about him being banished. So Joseph, when he went there, he told his brothers about the dreams, and he showed them his coat. Well, they listened to his dreams, and they didn't like it too much. They got mad. So they threw Joseph in a pit, took his coat, and they weren't going to have him rule over him. No way, So then there was a caravan coming on its way to Egypt. So they sold Joseph to Egypt as a slave. Well, hey, Joseph was mad. He was very upset. He couldn't believe his brothers deceived him. Now, when he got to Egypt, he was a man named Potiphar. A man named Potiphar bought. He became a house servant for Potiphar and his wife and his family. And Asenath was his wife's name. Potiphar's wife's name. Well, he was working there for a long time, and Joseph was a very good worker. They call him, a very good servant in the Bible. And he was very bright, very smart, and one day his Potiphar's wife was, she liked him, and she made a move on him. And Joseph, he didn't want any part of that. He loved Potiphar. He didn't want any trouble, So he told Asenath, no way. And he was running away, and she pulled his cloak off of him. And he was I think he was pretty much naked. And she lied and said that he was, and I guess she lied and said that he raped her. And so they threw him in prison in jail, Egypt, for 24 months. And then God had blessed him with the ability to decode dreams, interpret dreams, dream language. And Joseph became very good at it while he was in jail. So ended up, he was helping the guards, interpret dreams, and the baker's dream, and he eventually, the Pharaoh caught wind of how smart and wise he was. He couldn't believe it. He could tell the future by dreams. See, dreams are codes of the future, most of them. Some of them are just representative of what's happening right now, but most of them are codes about the future. And Joseph knew this, and God taught him this while he was in jail. And the Pharaoh had a dream. His dream was this. He saw 7 cows that were fat, healthy cows. And then he saw, in another dream, the second part of the dream, I guess, same dream, there were 7 cows that were very, famine. They were very skinny, like they were starving. And none of his magi or his priests, the Pharaoh's priests, could interpret the dream. They tried, but they couldn't do it. So he said, "Oh, there's this guy, Joseph. I know about him." So they brought Joseph out of jail, And Joseph heard the dream, and he said, I don't interpret dreams, God does. He said, if you tell me your dream, I'll ask God for the interpretation. So he prayed to God right in front of him. He got on his knees and prayed to God. And after the Pharaoh told him his dream, and he got up and he told him what it meant. He said, we're about to have 7 wonderful years, abundant years in Egypt. But after those 7 years, we're going to have 7 bad years of famine. The crops aren't going to grow right. And we're going to have droughts. And the Pharaoh was so amazed. He just knew. I think it was God's Spirit told him that Joseph was very special. He was blessed by God. Well, Joseph was, he made Joseph a prince of Egypt, the governor. They called him the Prince of Egypt. And he was very blessed, man. The Pharaoh loved him. See, God can take your life and he can bless you. He blesses everybody with a gift. He blesses everybody with something spiritually that they're good at. And I don't think there's anything more spiritual as far as, other than God's Spirit and what miracles he can perform than dreams. So, God has, we're going to talk about decoding dreams. So I want you to start writing down your dreams in the comment section of these videos. And I'm going to start decoding them. And we can all work together on it sometimes. So we're going to start decoding them. And I've studied dream language for the past 20 years with the Spirit of God and through a lot of research. So, hey, God bless you. Write down your dreams if you want to. If you have a dream that you want decoded or you want to know more about it, write it down and I'll try to interpret it for you. And hey, God bless.